Ready. Play.
Hasn't dropped her serve since the first set. Hasn't had to save a break point since the middle of the second set.
That's a great first serve to kick off this potentially deciding game. 15-love, Krejcikova. Another one long there for Rybakina. And Krejcikova is just 2 points away from a first Wimbledon final. And she's not going to miss that smash at the net. With 3 match points for Krejcikova. I mean, this has been some performance from the Czech. And she's done it. That's unbelievable from Krejcikova. I think, particularly after that first set, people didn't give her a shot, and she's really just fought and used her tennis IQ to really stop the power of Rybakina. I think Rybakina definitely upped the errors, but at the same time, you've got to give all the credit to Krejcikova.
Yeah, I mean, she was like getting smashed off the court in the first set. You couldn't really understand how she is supposed to hold serve. All the time she was either getting broken or saving breakpoints. And then she actually finds a way to like fire back. You know, she not only improves that serve, but also she's like hitting back at Rybakina, I think, with these like deeper, flatter shots, very different to how she actually beat Ostapenko, which is impressive to me as well, that it was a completely different strategy against, in theory, a similar opponent. And yeah, I mean, it gives me a lot of confidence that she can also do it in the final, maybe. That like whatever Paolini throws at her, even if it stuns her, even if it stuns Barbora for a second or two, for maybe for a set, then she'll probably sort of have a good chance of turning the match around just because of her versatility and how Jasmine is a very simple player. Actually, she just kind of goes out, cracks the forehands, and that's mostly it. I mean, she grinds, she finds very well. Whereas Krejcikova, the last couple of matches especially, she's shown a lot of layers to her game, and maybe that will be enough. Yeah, she makes the upset of the championships kind of for me. I mean, I know Putintseva beat Świątek, but that Świątek, I guess if she played Rybakina in the semis, I would have considered her the underdog. So I think Krejcikova makes the more monumental result for me.
The real Hector saying that the head-to-head is the real of Krejcikova. I think he's talking about the head-to-head with Rybakina, but the head-to-head between Krejcikova and Paolini is 1-0 to Krejcikova, but I don't think you can take much from that because that only meeting came in Australian Open qualifying 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's pretty funny that they're qualifying. Yeah,
and now they're in a Grand Slam final. I mean, in some ways, I think going off form, it's actually more of a surprise that Krejcikova is in the final because Krejcikova, other than the Australian Open quarterfinal, has been having a tough year, particularly with injury and I think some illness as well. But she's proved why she's a Grand Slam champion and could be a 2-time Grand Slam champion on some Saturday.
Yeah, she had a tricky one as well with Kudermetova in the first round. Like both players similarly out of form, but similarly potentially dangerous. And yeah, that was amazing. Head to head against Paolini, 3-0 Krejcikova. Where do you see that? No, against Rybakina. Okay,
I think that's Rybakina.
Rybakina it is now. And I think she also turned around the Ostrava match in a similar fashion. She also lost the first set 3-6 and then won 7-6, 6-4 or something like that. Sid says that all talk of top 3 or 4 is simplistic. There are quite a few good players in WTA with differing forms at various times. Yeah, but there is a top 4 that like really outshines everyone else in terms of consistency, especially. And if these 4 players lose somewhere, then like it's Wild West. Like it's literally anyone can do it. Anyone can make a final. Anyone can get the title. Krejcikova, of course, is very much in that group of anyone's who can pull it off. Paolini deserves a lot of credit for getting there 3 times this year, like picking up these pieces 3 times this season. but definitely she did remarkably well to get there. And what else can we say?
Yeah, so you back in.
We've seen
Krejcikova.
2 very good semis today after all, right?
Yeah, 2 very competitive semis. I personally, I think the first one was slightly higher quality, but I think this one was more interesting because of the way that Krejcikova turned the tide.
First one was higher drama. This one was higher quality, I'd say.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of like entertainment, compelling watch, the first one is kind of unbeatable. But this was a very good counterpart to it, a great foil to it, I think. And should be a very unexpected, but still a very good storyline final. Krejcikova, Paolini, both Roland Garros and Wimbledon. Krejcikova doing this out of nowhere now, but also kind of has a Roland Garros and Wimbledon final in her arsenal now, under her belt. So very unexpected, but she did remarkably well to come back here. And it is the stuff of John Silk's dreams, actually. And also Krejcikova, he was picking her to do like ridiculous stuff last year. She was his pick to make the final in every slam or something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this time he picked her to lose in round 1, which I agree about that. I mean, in the first round against Kudermetova, it was such a horrible 3-hour mess from both players. They were both similarly out of form, potentially dangerous if they just find a nice draw, which actually they had after the first round. So kudos to Barbora for like really turning this event into a completely resurgence. And yeah,
it should be a good final in 2 days' time.
Thank you, Hector, for the great coverage, guys. But yeah, anything more to add on the Rybakina Krejcikova match or on the final on Saturday?
No, I just kind of hope it's as competitive as these 2 semi-finals have been, and it'd be interesting. I mean, I don't think anyone would have predicted Krejcikova to become a 2-time Grand Slam champion this year, but it's probably looking likely.
Yeah, by Thursday, my interest in a Grand Slam event is usually much lower already. By second Thursday, I should say. But I do not regret watching this match. Definitely not. I do not regret watching the previous one either. I think this was a really remarkable couple of Final Four encounters that we got. Hopefully, the final will deliver. I hope it will. I think at least, with Rybakina Paolini, there was this chance that Elena just comes out and blows her off the court in like an hour. I think with Barbora, even if she's going to win, it's probably going to take a bit longer. Like she's probably going to have to work Paolini out a little bit more. She's not really going to do like a 6-2, 6-1 Świątek final at Roland Garros. I think it's going to take, just more, even if it's confident, even if it's comfortable. So it maybe it's better for the actual match we're going to see on Saturday. Who knows? And that's probably going to be it then from us. Thank you, Matt, for... Well, actually, it was me who joined you, but I guess thank you for doing this commentary with me, and thank you to everyone in the chat.